And it's wonderful seeing all of you. In fact, so many of you. Thanks for coming out. Before we get started, we'd like to thank the Lookout for having us. And this is an amazing space. Yeah. Probably Dennis Hopper and Blue Velvet had something to do with this, but that's another whole story. And we're also grateful for the support of the Wilmington Arts Council and our generous advertisers. We have DGW, Business Forums. We have Shaka Taco. Yeah, I was hoping somebody would start playing Shaka Khan when I mentioned that. And technical issues, you know. We have Ironclad Golf and Beer in the house. We have Artisanal Pizza and Gelato. Hot days like today. And finally, we have Stearns 4. Thank you very much for being advertised this evening. Now, as a nonprofit with a less than enormous budget, let's face it, ECBP couldn't put on a program like this without the generous support of donors as well as advertisers. So if you gave already on your way in, thank you very much. Every dollar we get is really very important to us. So if you like what you see, hint, please donate again on your way out or during the intermission. Yes, there will be an intermission, and there are some little donation boxes by the bar, which reminds me to please tip the bartender generously and avail yourself of the drinks and so forth back there. Everybody would appreciate that. Now, if you haven't done so already, while I take this call, I'll ask you to please silence your phones. No, but seriously, please go ahead and do that. And let's see, while we're waiting, let me add that you all should please come tomorrow again, or bring your friends, or tell your friends about this, and they can come tomorrow. We'll have another performance tomorrow. This evening, we'll enjoy 7 diverse and original plays that are brought to you, or brought to life, I should say, by 14 amazing actors and actresses who are chomping at the bit to get going. And indeed, if you find their performances so incandescent, there's an emergency exit out over there. And so yes, on behalf of all the writers of the Port City Playwrights Project, I'd like to thank you again for coming out, and we really hope you enjoy the 10-minute Miscellany.
Cancel it. Masks. You know, if they really worked, nobody would be getting coat.
This plant's looking really good, Fernie.
Get out.
Oh, I almost forgot. There's a very nice young gentleman waiting to see you. I saw him walk past the building about an hour ago carrying a shopping bag. And then about an hour later, he walked back by again. He stared at the building for a while before coming to the door.
Shopping bag? Maybe he's dangerous. What does he want to see me about?
He seems really nice. He says he has a very important invention that he would like to show you personally. Sir, I told you to wait out there until Mr. Fernie can see you.
Nice plan. Where did you buy these trophies? Did not buy the trophies.
To Maxine Schmeling, first place women's pickleball.
Okay, so maybe I heard that one up in the States, so it's all about success, anyone's success.
My ride will be here soon, so I don't have much time. So hear this, Fernie.
How dare you barge in here without an appointment? Rachel, see this gentleman.
Wouldn't hurt you to say please, Fernie.
Don't call me.
Hey, look, I can save both of you guys a bunch of time if you just let me tell you how you can be rich in a few months.
Look, whatever your name is, I want you out. Did you say rich? In a few months?
Come on,
It's
I
key
can
as investor. Ah, please don't touch my shopping cake.
It's all right. Leave us for a few minutes. Please take a seat, Mr.
I told you already, it's key as in Buster.
Yes. You were saying something about getting rich. How?
It's simple. Face masks are here to stay, right? Even when the pandemic is over, people will still be wearing face masks.
I suppose, maybe.
A lot of people must wear them all day. When they breathe out, they blow teeny-weeny bits of smelly stuff into the mask. After a good long while, it smells so bad it's hard to be able to think about straight.
That's why they make breath mints.
Come on, man! How can you enjoy sucking on a breath mint while wearing a mask? Physically impossible! I have a better idea. Whiffs!
Whiffs.
Whiffs! Close your eyes and imagine.
Okay, they're closed. Now
All the way tighter!
I don't have time for this quackery. I have an online meeting to attend.
Video games can wait, Fernie. Now, just imagine, as you breathe in, you're calmed by the delicious and nostalgic aroma of apple pie baking in the oven. You like pie, don't you?
As a matter of fact, it's my favorite food. So what?
Good.
Then we move on.
Good. Now, imagine smelling freshly poured grape juice. Or the scent of a fine men's cologne. Or for you, a woman's perfume.
What are you talking about? Just tell me what I've already.
Allow me to introduce to you whiffs.
I haven't smelled anything like that since I was a boy. It's heavenly. It's butterscotch pudding.
Right? Try this one.
Oh, that's what is that? Oh, I got it. That's freshly mowed grass. That's amazing.
You're catching on, Fernie. Try this one.
Oh, meatloaf and gravy. I love it.
I have perfected a method to fuse a wide variety of pleasant, nostalgic, and sometimes euphoric scents made from all natural essences. Everyone loves the smell of Christmas trees, the aroma of pancakes, bacon, macaroni and cheese, whiffs of your past. Bring back happy memories by recreating what it smelled like. The barbershop, the school cafeteria, or the tire factory you worked at as a boy. Aromatic and therapeutic herbs, floral cachets, chocolate, there are endless possibilities!
It's dynamite. We'll make a fortune. Who else knows about this?
A few people. And my mom. She helped me a lot with various formulas.
It's genius. I mean, how did you come up with the idea? I mean, whiffs can be huge and very profitable. I mean, Sharpie Ventures will gladly finance production, and I will handle promotion and marketing. I mean, there's a global market for something like this. I mean, we'll be millionaires in a few months.
Hold on, Fernie. I'm not sure if I want you and Shark Teeth Ventures to be part of this yet. You're getting a little ahead of yourself.
What do you mean?
I pitched the idea to a few other folks. I'm still waiting to hear something.
Oh, forget about them. We can sign an agreement today.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about you yet. Hey, there is one more mask I want you to try on.
the ultimate gag gift. Get it? Gag gift? I call that one. You cut the case up. I mean, that's awful. I mean, it's great, but I don't ever want to smell that again, ever. You want to know how I created that sound? No. No, I don't want to know. I can't wait to send a box of those to my brother.
Excuse me, Mr. Attorney, but Keaton's mother is here, and she
I
has...
can speak for myself, Missy. Keaton, you were supposed to meet me at the library across the street. Why are you here bothering these busy people?
Oh, it's no bother at all. This is...
Call me Elsie. I take care of Keaton.
They invest in people's ideas and inventions here. I thought I'd show them whiffs. They like it.
They don't have time to sit and listen to your silly ideas, Keaton. And it's your lunchtime.
Why do you always nag me? Nag, nag, nag. Why can't I say you're with my friends?
Yes, please. We have business to discuss.
Where do I sleep? And I will have to go home to get my fare.
No, Keaton. I'm sure that these nice people have work to do besides at your lunchtime and then nap time.
Mom, why? Why do you always want me to not have fun?
I am so sorry. I know Keaton can be a bit much, but he is my son. And I love him. Thank you for your kindness and patience. Goodbye.
What nice people. I admire her.
Wait! Please! Call me! We can do lunch!
Goodbye, Mr. Carney.
I was so close to getting rich. I could almost smell it.
What the hell? Where are we?
Sir, I have no idea.
My God! It looks like a dump!
Yes, sir, it seems to be trash as far as I can see.
My God. I don't know how we got here. I don't know, I mean, inefficiency perhaps? Inefficiency? I don't know. Oh my God. Intrigue and sabotage, no doubt. I suspect we were kidnapped.
Yes, that's it.
Yes.
I remember. You'd given your speech, your inspirational speech, about the future and expansion of Brahmadesia synthetics.
Right. Brahmadesia! Yes! So, Winston, if you expect to remain vice president, you have to do your part. You gotta go out there and get your snakeskin Gucci's dirty for Brahmadesia! Brahmadesia! Yes, get us some transportation. It's time for you to put your hero hat on and save your CEO!
I'm drowning in this water! Help! I can't swim!
Oh my God!
Oh!
It's
Saltwater! Saltwater! We're in the ocean! The Isle of Plastica!
You don't say. The Isle of Plastica?
I read that it's the size of Texas. It can be seen from outer space, sir. It's bigger than the Great Wall of
Oh
China!
my God, that's phenomenal! To think, BS helped make all of this.
Sir, has it occurred to you that we have no food or water?
You feel that? I suspect that this platform to be a helicopter pad. See, our kidnappers put us here. They would never let us starve or die of thirst.
You're right, sir. Brilliant.
Yes, brilliant, because it's all about the ransom money, of course. As soon as corporate office pays their asking price, this will all be over. So, while we're here, let's make the most out of this opportunity. Look around you. What does all this chaos say to you? Tell me what you think.
Too much of a good thing can be a problem.
Where there's a problem, there's an opportunity. Do you see opportunity?
I'm really trying, but what about plastic getting in the food chain?
Look around you. Do you see any dead birds?
No?
No. Do you see any little sea turtles wrapped in plastic wrap?
No?
No. Ignore the gossip from the animal lovers. Do you see potential?
I can't think, sir. I need water.
My God, forget about the water! Just forget about it! Forget about the water! You know what? This is a trick I learned. Tell yourself that water is on its way. Water is on its way. Yes. Now think about what we can do here. I mean, do you have any ideas?
I'm trying, Uncle Chuck.
What have I told you about calling me Uncle Chuck?
Sorry, okay? I'm so thirsty I can't think, okay? Maybe it's the fumes.
The fumes, wait.
Shit.
I smell it too. Think about this stench as the odor of opportunity. It's all around us. Think about it. Think about what we've done and what we need to do. I mean, we created this mess. So, let's turn this mess into an opportunity. Do you see opportunity?
I'm really trying, sir. I'm so thirsty, I can't think. The smell is nauseating, and I hear a buzzing sound. I think I'm gonna faint.
Wait, I hear buzzing too. It's a dog! It's a dog! I told you they wouldn't let us die of thirst.
Yes!
Ooh. I wonder how much we're worth. I know how much I'm worth. To Charles Billingsley III. In order for you to be recycled back into society, we demand that you recognize and apologize for the damage that you've done to our earth. Second, we demand restitution. A statement that includes a plan for the dismantling of the Iowa Plastica. We demand that you give us your solemn promise and word of honor and blah, blah, blah. Wouldn't you know it? Those green jerks!
They blame us for everything.
I would much rather deal with kidnappers. They're far more reasonable.
Why us? I'm kidding. We're not the only ones. There's an entire industry out there making plastic. They need a bigger platform.
Think positive. This is a backdoor compliment. It's a backdoor compliment. Think about it. We're the leaders in the plastics industry. So, I'm honored that they've chosen us to fix this. They want to use Brobdinasia synthetics to make a statement. Brobdinasia!
Sir,
What?
they are letting us rot in our own garbage, okay? We are hazardous. What?
Oh my God! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Just eat something! Eat something! My God! Disgusting! Oh!
I'm sorry.
Ooh. A gift from heaven. Pen and paper. But I guess this is supposed to be our surrender document. Our confession of shame. Our admission for violating the earth. I mean, I don't know what to do.
Sir?
What?
I'm turning red.
Winston, stop letting your personal concerns interfere with corporate affairs. Where's your fealty? I mean, what comes first? Your stomach? Your little freckles? Or Providencia synthetics? Right! Where is your vice presidential zeal?
Sir?
What?
It's getting hot, and it's still morning, okay?
Learn how to ignore the obvious!
My God.
You know what? Wait. What? I have a plan. I have a plan. Wait. Oh, I guess. Well, the drone's gone, so we have a couple more hours before the helicopter gets here, but I have a plan. Start writing.
Sir,
You
I don't take notes. I'm not a secretary.
you will be whatever I want you to be. And right now, I want you to be my secretary. So start writing.
I haven't taken notes in years.
I haven't written in years. I only dictate, boy.
Fine, I'll do my best.
Great. Just what I wanted to hear. Jot this down. To my dear green friends, I admit that plastics have made a bit of a mess. I regret to say that I am only partially responsible. Just remember that before all this, before BS, it was just the trees. Before plastic, there was paper.
Yes.
Yes, may I remind you that before the era of plastic, millions of magnificent trees were sacrificed for single-use paper containers and packaging. Now, I admit that plastics are not perfect. Unlike paper, plastic does not biodegrade. The little plastic particles, they get into our food chain, and they cause starvation in animals and cancer in humans. Therefore, I pledge to lead the industry in a new direction. We, Providencia Synthetics, Providencia! Now, where was I?
New direction.
Ah, yes, new direction. Therefore, we will use all our resources to rectify this massive environmental disaster. You have my word as CEO. Therefore, what? Oh, we will end. In fact, I think that's just how I want to put it. Just leave it there.
Sir.
What?
That was inspiring. You're right. I don't feel the heat or my thirst. I feel reborn. I feel a new sense of purpose. I feel like Superman ready to save the earth. From this day forward, we are part of the reclamation of our planet. We are no longer the perpetrator. We're the saviors. Providencia!
Yes, Providencia, boy! Let me sign this historic document.
Very well.
There's so much to do, so little to see. Oh my God, it's a brand new chapter. A brand new chapter, a new opportunity. Wait, Winston, what are you doing? Keep the extra paper, work notes.
Of course.
Oh. Well, we have 2 hours before a helicopter gets here, I suppose. What?
Well done, sir.
Ah, yes, sir. Like you, I'm invigorated. So, there's so much to do. So much to work on. Winston, are you with me?
Yes, sir. Let's do this.
Yes, sir. Yes, yes. Number one, get a ship. An aircraft carrier. Number two, we'll fit our ship to be a huge recycling factory. Oh, we'll park it over here, right beside the platform. It'll dredge up all the plastic and recycle it into little plastic foam.
Sir, I don't understand.
Wait for the big picture. 3, I want a new team of scientists, and they will be researching the effects of plastic on the human body. Wait, what? Next? What number am I on?
4.
4. Oh, yes. 4. We'll get a new team of lawyers, experts on international law. We'll get them their own building. 5. I want our team of lobbyists triple, I say. And then 6. We'll get a team of investigative reporters. We'll get the best team of investigative reporters that the world has ever seen. And we'll get them their own building too, to be fair. And then 7. I don't want just 1. I don't want just 2. But I want 3 social workers. And number 8, call your mother. Tell her to design us a flag.
A flag, sir?
Don't you see the big picture?
Sir, no, I don't.
We are forming a new country. Perhaps a continent.
What?
I mean, this Isle of Plastica is going to be our new home. Our headquarters.
Sir, how will people live here?
Plastic foam. Of course. Yeah, bear with me. All the little plastic foam pieces will connect together to form a gargantuan floating continent. Yes, and our social workers, they'll gather up all the poor folks, all the poor people from all the landfills from around the world. Yes, that's what they'll do. And they'll be our slaves. Workers and citizens. Yes, and oh my God. And we'll build them. We'll build them little plastic houses. Filled with little plastic furniture. Little plastic TVs, don't you get the picture?
How will they eat, sir?
Oh, hydroponic gardens, of course. Lots of plastic tubes. And what we can't make ourselves, we'll just import it on our little plastic barges.
Right. And our headquarters, that'll be plastic too, right?
Absolutely not! What will we do? We will tell our scientists. We'll tell our scientists to do research on how plastic doesn't affect the human body. We'll get our lawyers. We'll get our lawyers to draft up a constitution and represent us at the United Nations. And our team of investigative reporters they'll tell the world about how we shaped the world and saved our oceans. Yes! As a sovereign nation, we will be free of American law.
Whoa!
Just boy, I can't speak. I need to speak. And we will make the world into a world of plastic. It'll be an era of plastic. So Winston, now you see the big picture. Winston? Winston?
Here's the blanket you asked for.
Ladies and gentlemen, the story you're about to see is true. The names have been changed to protect the innocent.
I am 10 years old, And today, I really messed up. Let me start with this. My hero is Sergeant Joe Friday. He's the star on Dragon. He looks you straight in the eye, and in that voice of his says, "Just the facts." Pretend I'm being questioned by Joe Friday.
Just the facts, man.
My name is Walter Mitty, Jr., and I am in the 5th grade at Elmira Elementary School. You may have heard of my dad, Walter Mitty Sr. He's kind of famous. Today is Wednesday, April 26, 1958, and I am sitting outside the principal's office, waiting. He didn't even offer me a phone call. I thought that was a law. Oh well, since my mom and dad aren't home, I don't suppose it matters anyway. Last September, I was selected to be a safety patrol. It was one of the happiest days of my life. They give you a big white sash to pin your safety patrol badge on, and wear across your chest. Everybody laughed when I asked if I could have badge number 714, the same as Joe Friday. I don't see what's so funny about that. My job was to make sure the coast was clear and then help the little kids across the street. My post was a corner of Tate and Wicker Streets. I had to be there every day of the week, rain or shine. There was a big 10 policeman at the corner. He had on a blue uniform with white gloves, holding up his right hand, which meant to stop. Right hand. Somebody kept pushing him over. I reported this to my teacher, Miss Stevens. I told her I could go undercover and see if I could find out who was doing it. She just smiled and said that she'd tell headquarters, but when I asked her about it later, she said they still hadn't got back to me. They're probably just real busy. This past September, they had this big meeting of all the safety patrols at the police station. All the safety patrols in the whole city were there. I was the captain of the safety patrol team for Belmont. They even had a real policeman, Sergeant Rex Harper. He went over our job and how important we were and what an honor it was to be a safety patrol. He said our parents
Should be real proud of you.
he was right about that. That's where I had this great idea. What if they were to make a TV show about safety patrol? They already got one about highway patrols. Maybe they would even let me be in it. Wouldn't that be something? I was about to raise my hand to tell Sergeant Rex, but before I could, he started talking real loud.
About the worst thing you could do is not show up for your post or be even a minute late. I will accept no excuses, and if you do, I will come and get you myself.
He called it desertion. What he said, that scared me to death.
You know what they do to deserters in the Army, don't you?
I decided not to say anything about my idea for a TV show. We all had our lunch, and then we went home. Everything was going great. I was always at my post. I would even get there a little bit early to wipe off the 10 policemen. Achoo! Gesundheit. I heard it was Danny Murray who kept pushing him over, but I could never catch him. I started watching Highway Patrol.
Whatever laws of any state are broken,
organization swings into action. It may be called the state police, state troopers, militia, the rangers, or the highway patrol.
Thought I might pick up a few tips, just in case I had to arrest anyone. Broderick Crawford became my second favorite hero. He plays Dan Matthews in Highway Patrol and always ends every show by saying 10-4. That means over and out. By now, you probably guessed what happened. This morning, I was late. Yesterday, we went to visit my granddad. He lives in one of those places where they put old people. We ate at Zach's, my favorite restaurant, and then we went to see No Time for Sergeants. Man, what a funny movie! It was after 10 o'clock when we got back, and I was really tired. I overslept. When I woke up, it was after 7:30. I ran all the way to my post. Miss Stevens was already there helping the little kids across the street. She let me take over, but gave me one of her looks. Right then and there, I knew I was in big trouble. I can still hear that voice of hers.
Miss Cheek wants to see you.
Miss Cheek is the principal. So, here I sit. All I could think about is what Sergeant Rex had to say about being observed. I wonder if they'll take my badge. They're calling me. Let go. I guess this is it. 10-4. Over and out. Come on.
2150 over and out.
Here, let me fix that for you. What? Badge? Say again. You don't want them to take your badge? Oh, I love you, Dad.
No way, Sam.
No,
Please,
not happening.
go.
I love you, Pat.
I know.
Well, do you still love me?
Irrelevant.
Not to me. I said not to me.
And, all right, yes.
I love you.
We said that already.
Some things are worth repeating.
I love you too. Now go away.
If I could just see you,
You know well enough what I look like.
it's not the same.
Of course not. But you have to face reality. Accept the situation.
I can't. I'll die without you.
Hyperbole.
What?
It means you.
I know what it means. I'm not exaggerating. I just feel that
Do you even hear yourself?
yes.
So,
So I hear myself. I have no choice. I listen to myself because when you're not there on the other side, there is nothing and no one else to listen to. And yes, I ended that sentence with a preposition, and I don't give a flying whatever.
there's always you.
But it's not intimate.
This isn't the time for intimate. This isn't the time for personal. This is the time for caring about others, even if you don't know them. The time for patriotism, one might say. The
A time for adherence to the rules set in place for our own good.
Oh my God. You've been programmed. Did someone stick a chip in your neck when you weren't paying attention?
I'm paying attention to everything! That's the point! Some things, some issues, some situations are more significant than individuals.
What's that old expression? Oh yeah, it's bigger than both of us.
Well, sometimes that's true.
But even a broken clock is right twice a day.
Yes, but the situation is
If
so far
life
beyond...
gives you lemons, make lemonade.
You never used to speak in cliches.
Yeah, it's a new thing. Everybody's doing it. Jump right in, the water's fine. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
The point is that right now, no one should be kept close or closer.
Except a child.
Child?
A child would have to be kept closer.
That's true.
Could have had a child to look after now, despite everything. Sadly, we missed the boat. I know. Remember when we talked about adopting? Why didn't we?
We were just putting it off until we were ready. Until we had enough money, enough space, enough time.
Enough time. You know, I was planning on repaying my office, turning it into a nursery. I was willing to relinquish my special place, my refuge. The days when such a thing was needed, cherished. Think,
You never told me.
I was going to.
Oh,
Green.
green.
Green. A nice nursery green, not a putrid baby dowry green. The kind of green. Green where you can almost smell the fir trees and the mountain air. Where the blue of the sky cushions the wild green of the foliage. Oh, the riots of color, the purples, the pinks, the reds of the beard tongue.
What?
The beard tongue. They attract hummingbirds and butterflies.
Beard, tongue? You are making that up.
No, not at all. There are more than 250 varieties of beard tongue flowers. So beautiful. And surprisingly hardy.
No.
Google it. You need plenty of space, though, for beard tongue. Other plants can overrun them if they're situated too close together.
Too close together? Huh? Maybe there's a lesson in that?
Enough.
Alright, I do miss butterflies. And birds. I miss birds.
If only we used to watch the birds outside the kitchen window after breakfast, remember?
Yes. You and I.
You and I.
We can't go back. It's never going to be the same as it was. You have to understand that. Darkness cloaks the world now. It stifles us. You, me, it comes from everywhere. From the sky, the ocean, the earth, the sewers, from the brick and iron and wood and stone buildings. All monuments to the human race that we've erected for thousands of years.
The structures that sit there mocking our belief in individual will, mocking our thinking that we were smart enough, strong enough, that we could escape from biological risk.
At the end, they don't matter. The brick and iron, wood and stone, the structures, the monuments, are just another futile distraction. Just so you know. And I'm not going to do anything stupid. I wish I could hold you.
You can. You can. It just takes a little courage, a little of that bad boy persona you used to cultivate with such glee.
know.
I know. I didn't buy it for it.
You were going to say for a minute. You didn't buy it for a minute.
No, I'm not one to speak in cliches.
Oh, really?
I mean, not without irony, like I was before. I think irony is going to be one of the next things to go. To dissipate. To suffocate underneath that black coat.
Irony and subtle distinctions.
Subtlety in general.
Yeah.
I wish we had a child.
I know.
I would have had to be strong for a child. I would have to provide for a child. I would have to simply comfort a child. Right now, our child. I wish I could feel the warmth of our child right now.
All we can do is deal with reality.
I know. I'm scared.
Yes.
Aren't you?
Yes.
What if there's no cure? No solution.
Ever?
Ever.
We have to stay hopeful.
It's hard.
I know.
Despite everything, I still just want you to hold me. Is that crazy?
Yes. No. Yes. I love you too much to take a chance.
What's the use of preserving human life if it then lacks definition, distinction, irony, love?
Sit.
What?
Sit next to the door.
Okay. You sit too.
Of course. Place your hand 3 inches above the doorknob.
All right.
Spread your fingers.
Like this?
Just so.
But you can't see. Oh. Just so.
It's so hot. This collar is sticking to my neck. Come, sit by the window. Did you have a good day?
I think so. Seems like we've been on this train forever.
Yes.
You know, I don't know what I did before this.
You are a character.
Are you implying I have character?
No, we are both characters.
What do you mean?
We are in a short play based on an artwork.
No. Are you suggesting?
We are not real. We were real for about 10 minutes. Pinch me.
I don't want to do that in a public place. I don't know you well enough to pinch you.
Then take off your hat. See? You wearing the burger is depicted in the etching. And what you tried to do, remove your hat unsuccessfully, that is in the stage directions.
Have you been tippling something other than tea?
I am serious. We are coming from somewhere, going nowhere. Seems as if I'm channeling Beckett.
Thomas Becket, the Archbishop of Canterbury.
No, Samuel. He's a pubescent Irish lad at this time.
Who?
Forget I mentioned him. He's an existentialist.
Never heard of him.
Look out the window.
I don't see anything.
Well, there isn't a moon to light our way.
To wherever we're going.
In 10 minutes.
You are obsessed with time.
I'm a realist. Time is something that we do not have a lot of.
Nobody has an infinite amount. We make the most of what we have. I'm going to try again and remove my chapeau.
No, you can't.
Wearing the chapeau is making me lightheaded.
You have to keep your chapeau hat on throughout for authenticity.
There is nothing authentic about this. Why is the carriage empty? Did the artist run out of ink?
Don't be snarky. You cannot simply have a whole cast of characters. I believe 4 is the usual limit allowed in a 10-minute play. We are enough. Then there are the budgetary constraints. No set. If you're lucky, a couple chairs to sit on. Imagination is equal.
I think we came from the beach. I have a hat, you have a hat, and we needed them to shade ourselves from the sun, but why are we wearing black?
We went to a funeral?
Don't be morbid. What am I to you?
You are my wife.
That is presumptuous. I'm not married, I don't have a ring. I am your paramour.
Paramour? The only person who uses paramour is a desperate dramatist trying to put together a 10-minute play based on an etching.
An etching! That explains why we're wearing black. Why not choose a painting with color?
Because hers only has 10 minutes.
How do you know these are women's words?
Paramour was a giveaway.
Oh, I think a forward-thinking man would use paramour.
Which I guess you assess I am not. Paramour goes back to the 17th century. What's one anachronism? No one will notice. My paramour.
Paramour, a lovely sounding word. How scandalous. I am your lover, my beloved, my darling, my dear.
Stop, someone might see.
The carriage is empty. Did we come from a hotel on the outskirts of town, or better yet, somewhere more exotic? Coney Island. We went to the amusement park, and it was raining, and I can smell rain. I can feel the breeze.
I think that's the air from the window.
Yes. You know, we don't necessarily have to be in New York.
What do you mean?
Chicago has elevated trains. If we were in Chicago, we could be coming from an assignation at a hotel on Lakeshore Drive. We took a walk along the water's edge of Lake Michigan, and you took me to see the Potter Palmer Mansion with its turrets like a castle. You said you'd buy me a house like that. And we sat on a bench and watched a little girl play in the sand, and she had a boater like mine with a ribbon. And you held my hand. I'm beginning to question if I actually like you. I think that I should like you because of our liaison.
See? Another female French word. I would have used fair.
Oh, that word is cheap and tawdry. You may be a misogynist.
If I knew what that word meant, I would be able to agree or disagree.
You're a little, let's see, how do I put this nicely? A woman's place is in the kitchen?
Yes.
Where have you been?
Here.
How do you know so much about past and future histories, but you don't have a clue about present day?
I don't have an answer to that question.
Women are getting the right to vote, the 19th Amendment.
What's next, equal rights?
Exactement.
You know, I really wish you'd stop using those French words. It sounds so pretentious. Equality? That will never happen.
President Wilson said, "Shall we admit them to a partnership of suffering and sacrifice and toil, and not to a partnership of privilege and right?" He was addressing women.
How did you know that?
Well, I don't know, but I felt it. Deeply.
You don't have independent ideas. Your thoughts are implanted by he, she, they.
Who is they?
Well, how am I supposed to know? But I don't want to make incorrect assumptions about someone else's gender.
But you did just a few minutes ago!
For that, I apologize. I think I'm their conduit.
That seems unfair. We do have feelings for each other, don't we?
I think so, thus far. I mean, they can change at a moment's notice. You see, she, her, hers has the ability to alter our conversations, our words, our feelings. You see, she, her, hers, or he, him, his, they have an ego.
What is an ego?
No, ego. Self-esteem. A man named Freud will make ego a self-important word. We've been using it since you were a college. He, her, he, him, his, or she, her, hers. The playwright is a pontificate.
Why do you keep using pronouns?
I am woke. I think that's the term. Dramatists are now required to disclose their gender when submitting plays. Even 10-minute plays.
Isn't that an anachronism?
Of course, but we are under a time limit here. Come and sit by me. Fill the air. That is life. I don't want to argue.
Neither do I.
I need to tell you. I like you. You ask questions, you are imaginative. I don't know if you're my wife, lover, or sister.
Sister, that is wrong. Very wrong.
We're not stopping at any station. We may keep traveling. I want to kiss you.
Stop being so forward.
Well, according to you, we've done a lot more than kissing. Are you blushing? We only have 10 minutes. Once the lights fade, we are done.
What?
Hey, I know what story we can include in Charlie's eulogy.
What would you like to include, Todd?
Let's tell the story about the poison.
Huh? What poison?
You remember? I was 2 or 3 years old. Charlie said it was Bronx candy. You guys almost died that day.
God. Well, what happened?
Okay, so we were at the house on Alhambra Lane, and Charlie was taking me to the bathroom, so we had to cut through the kitchen. And that's when we saw what looked like rock candy. And Charlie said, I think it's candy. And I put it in my mouth immediately. It started burning right away. I tried to get it off my tongue, but it was too late. And
Wow. Do you remember that, Kai? That was a scary day for us.
yes, ma'am, I sure did.
I heard Charlie's piercing scream for me to come downstairs, and I knew it was something serious. And when I came running into the kitchen, you were already foaming at the mouth, Kai. Your tongue was all bloody. Oh, gosh. When Charlie showed me what you had eaten, I was so scared, I called Miss Edna next door. She came right away. She told me to put a tablespoon of used Crisco grease in your mouth. You remember that?
I do. I remember. I remember you threw me under your arm and ran with all of your might up the Dr. Schlanger's. You ran, it was up in Penn Avenue. I feel like you ran for like 4 or 5 blocks, Mom. I remember.
Wow, I can't believe you still remember that. You were just a baby.
That's a day I will never forget. This is a nice picture of Charlie, you guys. I'm so happy we're making this collage for her funeral.
Yes. Oh, my God. I tell you what, I thank Jehovah for Dr. Shalosa. He's the only one in that community that helped poor black families. Yes, he did. I'll tell you this now, everyone in the neighborhood took their children to him. Sure did. Let me see that picture. Oh, cute Charlie. She has such a beautiful smile. Yes, I'll put this in now.
This is a good one. Let's blow it up.
Good
I want
idea.
everyone to know how sweet Sister Leanne.
Yes, that's a good idea. How many pictures we got in the pile so far?
I'd say you're about 30.
Great. This collage is gonna look good. What was I saying? Oh yeah, about the doctor. Well, I'll tell you one thing, he was such a good doctor. He put a sponge like in Kai's mouth. You know, and it had something like jelly to it, and he put it in her mouth and he told me to hold her head down to the floor so you wouldn't swallow. And then he called a cab for us to go to the hospital.
A cab? Why didn't you just call the ambulance?
Shoot, child. There's no such thing for an ambulance for us in that time. We're talking about 1960, 61. Huh. The only emergency vehicle we had back then for us was the cop car. Yeah. And I'm telling you, either they came, you already half dead, or when they got there, you died en route to the hospital because it took so long. Mm-hmm.
That's not right. See, Kai? That's what you get for thinking everything is canned.
I know. You used to always say how greedy I was, but I was not.
Anyway, that's not something we should include in the live thing. Mom, do you remember this picture of Charlie when she graduated from high school? Look at her with all her friends.
Yeah, one thing about Charlie, she kept some good friends.
Oh.
If you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying.
That's land for you.
Charlie was so popular. He was.
And her friends, they stayed friends for years. She was popular, and this is another picture that we could use for the collage, right?
Yeah.
Well, she was popular until
Yeah.
Dennis came along.
Yeah, it started isolating her from her family, us. That old punk. You know, Mom, I thought I was gonna have to jack him up a couple of times over Charlie, but she kept staying with him.
Yep. I wanted to leave him too. And that was even before they got married.
In the 2 years they were married, he controlled everything she did and thought. Ouch! Man, I couldn't stand that dude. I cut my finger, Mom. Where's the bandage?
And the first aid kit behind you. Okay, enough of this talk about Dennis. I don't even want to think about Dennis and the way he treated her. Tell you what, the story I would like to be heard. Tell me, Sally, you have any stories you want without talking about Dennis?
Something without Dennis.
Yeah.
Goodness. Let's think. How about the time that Charlie called the radio station? Remember that? And she won a contest where she could have a party and up to 20 people in the party and it was out in the club. Huh?
What was that?
It was in October. I think I was turning around 25 that year, and she called me and she said she's going to give me a party, and I could invite my friends, and I was just so excited.
Well, that sounds like a good story to tell.
Yeah, I thought it was sweet of her, right?
Yes, it was.
It was, yes. So I called a few of my friends and some family and invited them to come. I even got a cake, y'all, from Jenny Lee's Bakery on the north side.
Here's another nice picture. Why didn't I get an invitation to this party?
Mom, you wouldn't have gone. It was a club way out in the suburbs. Plus, you know, we needed somebody to babysit.
Oh,
Wait. A club in the suburbs? Was that club in Braintree? When you bought that delicious cake, it had the bananas and the strawberries in the center. Oh, I remember that was so yummy.
I told you, child, all you can remember is the cake. Really?
Forget you, Phil. Forget you.
But you're right.
The party was great. We had a lot of fun. And although the club was half empty, we partied. We had a ball.
I remember.
You know?
I was there. The club was called Confetti.
That's it.
Yeah, that was a good club. It was a new club, right?
It was brand new. I remember that. And Sean, you didn't always come to the family functions. That's one of the few times you showed up.
Well, I remember dancing with all three of you at one time. We had the whole dance floor. We had that whole hall to ourselves. And we was jamming.
I remember, Sean. Until that day, I didn't even know you could dance. You really surprised me. You went away to college and came back just a completely different person. Until that day, I don't think I even knew you could dance.
Right now, we have to get back to work. And I have to get back to this potato salad.
Oh, wait a minute. What is this? It's Charlie's handwriting. Wow, it looks like a journal. She's journaling about her relationship with Dennis. Oh. August 28th, 2005. Dennis yelled at me for taking too long to pick him up from work. As soon as he got into the car, he slapped me in the face and made my nose bleed. Oh no, I can't do this now. Oh no, my poor baby. It seems like she was journaling about how you treated her. Yeah. I never knew he put his hands on her. Why did he treat her so bad? Oh, wait a minute. November 17, 2005. Dennis pointed his gun at me and said he would kill me and get away with it if he wanted to. Oh no, this is too upsetting. I can't take this. No,
Wait.
Dirty! Stop! You will not be disrespectful in my house. Oh no, no.
Mom, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but to see in ink, you don't even want to see this, to see in ink what he did to her makes me want to scream inside my stomach.
I know, but we need to stay focused at the task at hand. This is nothing to do about Dennis. It's all about Charlie. Watch, he'll get what's coming to him. That's what this is all about. Jehovah said, oh God, vengeance shall be mine. So you just let that happen, right? Right?
This is, I know, Mom, I know what the Bible says, but this is hard.
So we need to let Jehovah take care of that and get focused on what we need to do here for Charlie. Hand me some more pictures.
You showed me that gun one time. I believe he was trying to threaten me. It was right here in this kitchen. Mom, you may remember because you walked in on us and asked what was going on.
I know, I remember y'all having an argument. I do.
Dennis put the gun in his pocket when you came in. I told you nothing was going on. You kept your eyes on me because you knew I was mad. Woo.
So what happened?
We just sat down in the living room. Quiet was tense. Charlie had gone to the store. So it was just him, me, and Mom.
Yeah. I knew there was something going on between the two of you.
I waited for him to go outside. The minute he went out, I went walked right behind him. Before he could turn around, put him in a chokehold. I took his pistol from his pocket.
Sean, you could have been shot.
It happened in seconds, Mom. When I let him go, he fell to the ground. And I'd empty the bullets out of that gun.
So what you do with the gun, son?
I wanted to shoot him, but I didn't. I just walked away. Found myself a few blocks away at the Birmingham Bridge. And I threw the gun into the river.
Oh. Hearing this, reading this, he made life so hard for her. That's why she's dead. He knew she had a weak heart, and he kept hurting her. He would put her out of her own home. Her own home!
Kai? Kai? I need you to come back in here. Help me finish this eulogy. Now!
God.
I know how you feel, baby. I know how you feel. It hurts me to hear Charlie's words written in that journal. But we have to stay focused, and we must finish this eulogy. We done got all these pictures together, all these pictures of this historic lodge. Okay. Listen. I'm going to I lost my baby. Yes. So, I need us to do what we have to do for Charlie so people can see what a wonderful, beautiful human being she was. She was.
So I was trying to find, before all this, that picture of the yellow suit she had made for my prom.
Yes, she was a beautiful, wonderful seamstress.
She made
gorgeous things.
beautiful prom gowns and wedding gowns. Oh, here it is. Remember?
Oh, yes, that's the one.
She didn't even have a pattern. It's just a Valentino picture from a fashion magazine.
She was talented.
Yes, so talented.
Well, enough about your outfit. What about mine?
Here we go.
I mean, Charlie made this beautiful wedding gown, made it a fairy tale wedding for me. And she made 4 bridesmaids dresses and even her own on top of that.
She did. It was a beautiful
Oh,
wedding.
yes.
Yeah, what outfit? This is not about the two of you. What about that suit she made for her little brother? Like it was tailor-made just for me. Come to think of it, it was.
Oh, brother. Are we ever going to get through, finish writing this eulogy up? Play some more music.
Play some Al Jarreau.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Your mama gonna say.
Come on, little girl. Come on. Really? All right, I know. You like this one better, don't you? Huh? Yeah, you like this. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, look at those eyes, huh? You know you want it. You can't resist it. That's it. Come on. Come on, little girl. Come on.
Oh, hey, Tiger Bugs, are you home? I did it. I finally did it.
Oh, what, you robbed a recycling?
No, I found us the perfect apartment.
Oh, I'm not a kid.
No, I found it. This time I really found it. We have to act quickly. It's a good thing I found all these empty boxes in the dumpster on the way home from work.
Yeah, empty boxes in a dumpster. Who would talk?
The listing must have gone live after midnight because when I went to start my shift, I checked the website, there was nothing there. And then when I went to take my break at 2:30, there it was.
I thought they didn't allow phones on the board.
Nobody enforces that anymore. Anyway, I applied right then. Don't you get it? We're first in line. So, we have to...
I'm missing a pair of boxers.
Oh, we have to start packing and purging, and there's a ton of stuff we have to get rid of. And from now on, we're only going to keep things that spark joy.
What? You threw away my underwear?
The one with more holes than fabric?
But they were my favorite pair.
Oh, you stop with the underwear. Stop. This is going to transform our lives.
Oh, babe, look, we've been through this before. You get your hopes up and then you find out there's a cat.
No, not this time. Now listen to this. Spacious one bedroom, private balconies, overlooking nature preserve. Balcony, nature, get it?
Yeah. Sounds like a swamp with mosquitoes.
Quartz countertops, on-site laundry, luxury vinyl flooring throughout.
Since when was vinyl a luxury?
It just is these days, okay? The important thing is we can finally get out of here and start over somewhere fresh, somewhere new, somewhere we can breathe.
That's what my old cops was like.
Oh, God. Why is everything a joke to you?
Look, I'm sorry, but it just sounds too good to be true, right? I mean, are you 100% certain that this Shangri-La is in our price range?
Duh, I'm not an idiot.
Yeah, and they allow cats.
Look, okay, I always check off cat-friendly in the search criteria. See?
Okay, but what's the fee? See, a lot of places they charge $50 a month for each cat.
Okay, there's no fee. Sheesh.
What?
No, they don't have a cat fee, but they do have a one-cat limit. Oh, how can they do this? Are they kidding? It's not fair.
Now, I'm sorry, honey, but moving's not going to happen. I've come to accept that. I just wish you would.
I don't accept it. I don't accept that we're going to be trapped in this pit until the day we die.
But it's not just us. There are no affordable rentals anywhere. I mean, and we're lucky to be
Oh,
here.
lucky. Yeah. Oh, yeah, this dump is so small, you have to go outside to change your mind. Not to mention the ancient plumbing, the uncleanable carpet, and the windows you have to prop open with a stick, and the musty smell. Do you know how many cans of Febreze it takes just to keep us from gagging in here?
Okay, I know, it's not my favorite either, but at least we have a place that we can cats.
I hate it.
What can we do, huh? We don't have the budget for anything better.
We have the budget for this.
You're a two-cat family. Speaking of which, look who just woke up. Hey, Dolly. Come on, Dolly.
Show Reba what you're missing, huh?
Come on. You see something? Come on, baby. Come on. I know you still got it. Well, maybe next time, huh? Or maybe not. I guess we're both slowing down.
Dolly is slowing down, isn't she?
Did you really throw away my underwear?
Oh, listen. I just had a thought, and I want you to keep an open mind about it, okay?
Oh, no.
We could have just one cat if we wanted to.
What?
If the only thing standing between us and that apartment is an extra cat, we can do something about that.
Don't you want to give Dolly away?
Oh, God, no. No.
I mean, geez, you can't have a cat for 19 years and then just shuffle
That's not what I meant.
Well, good.
I would explain if you just wouldn't get so violent.
By all means.
Okay. Remember how sick Loretta was the last year of her life? And afterwards, we agreed we'd never wait that long again?
Well, that Loretta was someone watching the cat, wasn't she?
And she was. Our very first kitten.
Do you remember how she used to leave itty bitty tooth marks in all of our shoes?
I remember.
Yeah. Oh, and she would chew the tails off all of her toy mice and puke them up by the toilet.
She was special.
Yeah. I guess we were a little selfish in the end there. I mean, she wasn't enjoying her life anymore. We let her suffer longer than we should.
We didn't need to. It was just so hard to say goodbye.
Yeah. Little Loretta.
Well, when we finally did have her euthanized, we swore we would never wait that long again.
Yes, I really haven't.
So, what about Dolly?
What about her? She's nothing like Loretta was.
She doesn't groom herself as well as she used to.
Well, neither do I.
And her back legs are so weak now.
Yeah, that's why we got the cat brand.
She's nothing but skin and bones.
Skin and bones. She's a little thinner than she used to be, but she still loves her life. I mean, she loves you brushing her with that purple thing, right? And scratching up the couch, the sides of the couch, and don't forget about the kennel. You ever see the cat so crazy about kennel?
Dolly's had a great life, but how long do you expect her to live and live well? 6 months? A year? Tops?
How do I know? She could die in her sleep tonight, or she could stay exactly as she is for another 2 or 3 years or more.
The point is, what would be the harm in accepting her decline and helping her peacefully cross the Rainbow Bridge?
Helping someone cross the Rainbow Bridge prematurely is not peaceful. You do that to people, it's called murder.
Why should a few months of a cat's life be the one thing that keeps us from finally getting out of here? I have looked for apartments for 6 years, and I finally found one decent one that we can afford. And it's not just decent, it's amazing.
I can't believe that you're serious.
Don't you look at me like that?
You know, the woman I married would never harm an animal.
Stop! If you won't bang me anymore, then at least let me kill Dolly.
What did you say?
You heard me.
I don't know what I heard.
Can't you see I'm dying here? You never touch me anymore. You show more physical affection to Dolly and Reba than you ever show to me.
What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb. You think I can't tell you don't want me anymore?
What?
It's true. It's true, and I bet even if you did want me...
But I do.
Oh. Oh, I wish I could believe that. Because if I did, I probably wouldn't notice what a dump this place is. It wouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter. But it does. It's all I've got.
That's not true.
Oh, it sure feels true to me.
I'm really sorry. I just wasn't sure that you still wanted.
Do you think we're too old?
Yes. No. Well, not you. But ever since I went on this disability, it's like maybe if I was in better shape, or if I was still working and we could afford to get out of this place, and then I deserve.
I never cared how much money you made, ever.
No.
Or I didn't care about luxury vinyl either.
I know.
And I love Dolly. But I would never. I just miss you.
I want to, but God, why is this so awkward?
See, that's why I think it's me.
No, it's not.
You're not awkward with it. That was the first thing I noticed about you. You're a natural with cats, not a self-conscious bone in your body.
Cats are easy.
Oh, cats are masters of rejection.
Just don't take it personally.
Dolly might not want to play, but somebody else might. What? Would you try it for me?
You mean,
Please.
sure? This is weird.
I like it.
One piece of this.
building still smells.